Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've had a request to do a video on press molding and creating items like shield copies and this dead guy on the base. So I'm going to run through the process of what I did. I mean, I'm not saying this is the best method, but this is certainly the one I've used and it's turned out pretty well. See if we can get some focus on some of these. There we go. So these are from Orc shields from the Warg Rider set, and then I've got some shields from the Morannon Orcs, and even some from the Morgul Knight set. So without further ado, I shall get into the process. What you're going to need is some of this stuff. Now this is called blue instant mold. You're going to need this. I'll post a link below. It's really good stuff, and it's the best stuff I've found to use when making and molding some quickly and easily. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be doing a Rohan shield, some more Orc shields, trying a horse. This might not work, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to do some of the bags. Now this is Escape from Goblin Town, and it's really replicated it well. So, and another shield, and I'm going to do another dead guy, but this time I'll be facing him upwards, and a statue. So, well, part of a statue anyway. So let's get to it. Okay guys, one thing to bear in mind when you're picking the guys to be dead is position wise. I've gone for this one because, well, you can take him off the base and he works well. However, if you've got models like this, the position of these is a bit more dynamic, especially bowmen. You can't really use bowmen, but just be wary of what you choose. Some of them don't work, some of them do, some of them need a bit more work than others. So just be wary of that when you're making and choosing the guys. Okay, so the materials you're going to need for this is this stuff. You might think, what on earth is that? This is a blue instant mold. I'm not sure what company does it, but I think it's maybe Instant Mold. But I'll post the links below, and you might be thinking, what on earth is that? Now this is at the moment, it's hard but bendable, and it's perfect for making molds, and it reacts to heat. It melts in heat. So you're going to need a knife with this. Blue instant mold. This comes in a set of 8 bars. You can buy more, but I think 8 bars has been enough for me so far for what I've needed. And hot water, boiling water. So I'll just go downstairs now and sort that out. Yep, okay. So guys, you've got your blue stuff here, the instant mold. I'm going to chop this up just to make it got more surface area for moulding. Okay, let's do that. Put this, put all your pieces of the instant mould into here. Now these include some of the previous moulds I made for the shields. So put that all there. Make sure it's boiled. Don't need the sugar. Superb. And what we do is just cover it. Okay, so once it's heated up, we'll have this sort of soup material that's really pliable, and once you start getting it out, it's really hot, so be careful and watch your fingers. You don't want to burn them. With this material, if you don't clean it before, you will have little bits left over from the last mould. This isn't too much of an issue, but when it keeps building up, you're going to have to watch that. So just move it around, make sure
it's all together, and you'll have flat surfaces. So with the shields, you just put them down on the surface, get the instant mould and push it just to make sure it's into all the nooks and crannies of the detail. Now, and I continue this over the baggage. It's really good with the baggage. It's just a single piece, so you just press down really hard, and it isn't cast and moulded on the other side. So the same goes for the Minas Tirith man. It's really helpful if the model's metal, because you can push down really hard and it won't damage the model. So I continue this on for the shield and the Minas Tirith man. Now this is the first one on the model, and press it round it, trying to get it into all the details around the shield. As we're not casting the man, it doesn't matter if we don't get any of the detail of that, but as long as we get the shield detail, that's what's important. So the same goes for the Rohan shield. We press the model down on top. Now you could either do this like this, or the same method as we did with the Minas Tirith man. And now the statue is really easy. Just press down, add a little bit more if you need it. And the same goes for the horse. I put whatever's left, keep pressing down, and I realise this is going to be a little bit difficult to get out of the mould after, but it works.
I've left these about 5 minutes now, and they should be ready to open, or to get out. Right, this is the shield, so this should just pop out. There we go, and there's your detail. Now this stuff can hold quite a bit of detail, and it's like stuff with shields like these, you can do them both way around. Right, let's get this shield off that Gondor. Now this will take a bit more because it's wedged in a bit. Right, there we go. And now we're going to have to cut this down to be able to reach where the shield is. Baggage will just pop out. So that's all done. Right, I'll pop open the rest of these. Yeah, but there we go. It's the main details of the horse. I'm thinking, if some of the details don't come out, what you can do is just sculpt over the top, or put some wooden planks, anything battlefield debris. So, what you're going to need now, first you're going to need to clean them up. So, let's say for this Minas Tirith shield, which is in there, can it focus? Right. Minas Tirith shield is in there. First, we cut down what you don't want is to cut any of the detail away. So you cut down the sides, just so. I mean, you can do it in this, but I'd like to do this because I can see the shield more, and you can easily reach it. Okay, so that is a lot easier to reach, and ideally you cut down this side as well. It allows you just to press it in a bit better and smooth it around. Okay.
Okay, now these are done, it's time to add the modelling stuff. Now I'm using a two-part mix of milliput and green stuff because, well, green stuff and milliput we use together gives a really good defined shape, as well as being able to be very mouldable, and it doesn't get everywhere. So by using these, it gives a nice hardness, which he's got from the milliput, as well as a sculptability, which he's got from the green stuff. So let's just go and get ready.
So like I said, you don't have to cut these like square the edges, but I like to, just because it makes it easier to work with. So like I say, use water still on your fingers when you're working with this, and all you got to do is it's as simple as just pressing them into the mould make sure you don't have too much water in, because it won't, well, you'll get some mold defects. Now, we're not after a perfect finish, but as close to as we can get is always desirable. So I'll go ahead and fill all these molds and be back to you in a second. So guys, these have all been completely filled. I needed a bit more, so I made a bit more milliputs and green stuff mix. But things to bear in mind when you are filling molds, make sure, well, it doesn't need to be, but as good as you can, make sure it's flush. But I'm going to show you some tips if it's not that. So this is the horse one, and you can almost see in the back. It depends on how thick you've done your mold, but you can almost see the detail already. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll wait overnight and let these harden. So it's the morning after, and these are all set completely now. So let's crack them open and see what we've got. So this is the statue. So that's going to be really cool for base work. There's a few imperfections, but at the end of the day, it's stone, so it'll be easily carved out. And then you've got your shields. Another one. This is the Minister's shield. As you can see, the details come out quite well. Some of the edges need cleaning up quite a bit, but I'll run over them. Oh, that round shield's come out really well. It's the other side of the Orc shield. Very nice. This is the baggage. There we go. Now for the guy, the Minister's man. Oh, that's come out really well. Let's get some better light. There we go. So at the moment, you can lie down. Now I'll do a separate video explaining how to sort of fix these so they look a bit more dead. But as far as that goes, that's okay. Now the horse, now a bit ambiguous about this, but let's give it a try anyway. Oh, gosh. Okay. I mean, relatively, strictly speaking, just let that focus. That's not too bad. I can work with that. There's a bit of an issue with one of the knees. It's somehow got a second leg, but we can deal with that. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Just take a bit of work, but perhaps with some cloth and rocks over it, it'll look brilliant. So guys, there we have it. We've got all the different things. Now time to clean them up. Now, a couple notes when you are cleaning them up. Let's just get my knife. Okay, a couple notes for cleaning up. What I do is use a new blade when doing this stuff, because I want to be really precise. So any dull blades or slightly dull blades will inhibit you a little bit, so be careful obviously. Right, okay, so what you're going to do is just go along the edge. Let's try and zoom in a little bit. Go along the edge. As you can see, you've got the fingerprints on the back. Just shaving it down. Till it meets the corner. And as you know, with the back of shields, it's not hugely important. And then what I do with the shields is either, depends how much they've got on, but if there's a lot on the back, you can actually hold it like that and then cut down. But as far as this goes, probably just shaving it would work. Here we go, that's an example. Now this is quite thick. There we go, see it's quite thick there. So there, I'll get a flat edge, hold it like that, and then follow the cut down. Reach that. Almost cleans off your shield for you. There you go. You've got a round shield. It can be put on a base or a miniature on the back. So obviously with these models, there's a lot of flashing around there. So that all needs, well, it doesn't need it, but you could do with taking it off. Another good way to hide it, which I'll talk about in the next video, is using like rocks and stones. Obviously, quite a few good turnout here. So as I said, I'd show you guys. These are some of the shields that I cast. Now this one I put a lot of damage in it, and now this is a two-part one, mold one. So it's thicker, but I prefer it thinner anyway. And this is another one which I've done. And these are my War Gliders, which are painted up. Done 12 so far. Well, that's all I've got. There's that one. Come on, focus. Go. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Hope it's been useful and will help you when you come to mold some extra shields or dead people. So take care of yourself, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Guys, I've just had an awesome afterthought. Now this is the Mummet base, and it's perfect for press molding. It's like a tile which you could just put the stuff over the top. So if you have one of these and it's not painted up yet, or even if it is, but I just took the Mummet off because it needs repainting and it needs redoing. So this would be an awesome item to use. So cool. Cheers, guys.